Hey everybody, it's Marcia from One Scrap at a Time, and I'm so excited to be with you today with this YouTube Hop Papercrafters Unite Against Racism. So for my layout today, I'm a cut file junkie, so I went looking for a cut file I could use for my layout, and I found this in a world where you can be anything, be kind. And this I found in an Etsy store with the shop Magnolia Designs. And this store has a lot of racial equality cut files. I shouldn't maybe say cut files, they are SVGs. This one was not designed to be a cut file. It's designed more for t-shirts and clothing wear, but I altered the cut file a little bit, and let me explain what I did here. So instead of cutting the hands, I used a silhouette black pen to draw the lines on different colored cardstock. So I wanted to use a different colored cardstock to represent all the different skin colors people can be, from white to almost black. So then the next thing I did is I did outline on the hands so that I could cut an opening slightly larger so I could see the black pen ink underneath. So for the hands, I am just fussy cutting around some of the paper that was just a tad too big. And for the letters, I actually cut the letters out with my silhouette. So I used the outline feature and made the letters just a little bit bigger than what they were in the cut file, and then I could use them to back the negative space here really easy. So I saved the inside of the B and the D just so that I could put back the inside of the B where it should be without having to guess. So it's a little trick. I'm using my fine line glue pen here, which is really nice for getting close in on the edge here. I hadn't realized, you can kind of tell from the B that I didn't leave a lot of room for my letters, so I have to put the glue very close to the opening. And I can do that with this fine line glue bottle. So this is one that I found on Amazon, and you fill it with your own glue, your favorite glue. You can put your favorite glue in there. I usually use a Scotch 3M quick dry glue, and I have not had any issues with mine clogging. I know some people say that they have issues with their fine line glue bottles clogging. So then the next thing, I went looking for some pattern paper, and I found this colorful piece of paper from the Paige Evans Truly Grateful collection. So this was just in my stash. I had used some of it already, and was really happy to find this, because what I had wanted to do, what I had in my head, was to use red, yellow, green, and black for colors on my layout. And so this has the red and the yellow and the green here, so it was perfect. And the reason I chose those colors was for the Juneteenth. A lot of the graphic designs that I had seen for Juneteenth, freeing of the slaves, was red, green, and yellow. So this worked perfect. So then I had to go find a photo. And so I found a photo of my daughter and my niece. So I should probably, while I'm playing around with my die cut F mirror pieces here, let me explain family dynamics. I have a white family, but my sister was in a relationship with a black man, and she has two children, two girls, who are biracial. So they're black and they're white. So this is my daughter with my niece who's biracial, and they are like a month apart. So, and they're very close. They grew up very close. So these girls right now they just turned 30. And my daughter's a 911 dispatcher, and my niece is a social worker. So this design with in a world where you can be anything, be kind, really fits these two because that's what they're doing. They're helping people in their jobs. They're helping people. We do live in a suburb of Minneapolis. So when George Floyd was murdered, um, there were a lot of riots going on, a lot of looting, even in my suburb town. My daughter would come home from her 911 dispatch job in tears because there were people she could not help. People would call wanting an ambulance or whatever, and she couldn't get help to them. Things were so bad. Um, but hopefully, change will happen now. Um, my other niece has a little boy, and they live in St. Paul, not Minneapolis, but St. Paul had riots as well. And she can't even let her little boy, he's 5, go outside to play right now. There have been a lot of threats in their neighborhood, and they don't feel that it's safe for him to play outside, which is really sad. It's not how children should grow up, to be afraid. Um, but that's the world we live in right now. It's really sad. So anyway, let me talk more about my layout. I've been playing around with ephemera pieces from Paige Evans collections, and these butterflies were fussy cut from Chamel's Never Grow Up collection. And I am gluing them on here after pushing up the wings so that it looks like they're flying off the page. And tucking in lots of layers of flowers around my photo. So the photo originally was not black and white. I converted it to be black and white to fit the color scheme better here. So I'm going to grab the puffy stickers here that came with the Truly Grateful collection, and I'm going to look to see what things I can add on here. So there's a pair I'm tucking into my flowers because these two are like the perfect pair together, and adding in some dots in a few places, red dots and yellow dots because they fit my color scheme. And then there was a rabbit that I added and put down on my flower on the K in kind, and a heart. So then one of the last things I'm going to do is tie a bow with my Bow Easy tool. And I just wrap twine around here a couple times, and it ties the most perfect bow. I love this tool. And I'm going to adhere my bow down with a glue dot. And that's my layout. So I'm so glad you joined me today, and all of the other crafters who are joining in this blog hop. Be sure to check out at the end the next person to go to in the hop. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye bye now.